Hey there, YouTube. It's Peter. I want to do a really quick video on some passing tips because I've been getting a lot of questions on my blog and on via YouTube message about how I pass as a man and specific things that I do to make myself appear more masculine. So I'm just going to run down a quick list of things that I think can make a really big difference if you're trying to present more masculine. But excuse me, I'm sick, and also I just got off work, so enjoy the work attire. Okay, so first and foremost, one thing you can do that will really stunningly change your appearance to more masculine is bind your chest. With that, there are precautions that I feel like I need to tell you. Don't use ace bandages. Don't use tape. Home binding techniques aren't really very healthy for you. You can actually seriously injure yourself doing stuff like that. So if you are going to bind, I fully recommend that you go online and buy like an actual binder that's medically like checkmarked and made for compressing your chest. And don't wear it more than 12 hours a day, and don't wear it while you sleep. You have to be able to breathe. But yeah, it dramatically changes the way you look. Just so I can show you mine. And I'm also going to do a separate video, like specifically for binding, but just like a little preview. So this is my chest from the side. It's pretty flat all the way down. I feel good about it. But just to give you some insight, I have C-cup boobs, which means, for those of you who like don't know bra sizes, C-cup is like a medium, like a good handful, like not small boobs. So if I can like compress my chest down healthily that much, like that's a really cool thing. Along with binding, because when people are trying to figure out your gender identity and they walk up to you, the things that they notice the most are, first of all, they'll look straight at your chest, and if you have boobs, they'll label you girl, and if you don't, they'll label you guy. And I know it's messed up, and I don't agree with it, but frankly, that's just how most of the people in our society are. If they can't tell from looking at your chest, they'll look at your package. They'll look at your crotch and they'll see if you have a bulge. So if you're insecure about that, I suggest buying a packer. And you can get them really cheap. Mine was 12 bucks online. I bought a packer that was $12. I don't wear it that often, but when I do wear it, it's when I have really tight clothing, like swim trunks or skinny jeans. Something that's it's going to be really obvious that I don't have a penis if I don't pack. I don't pack a lot. I've only packed a few times because I personally don't feel like I need to have something like a penis in my pants to be a man, but I do know that that is a reality for a lot of trans guys out there, and so I fully recommend and support packing as like a solution to that dysphoria. So packing, binding. If they look at your chest and they can't tell, they'll look at your package. If they still can't tell, they'll probably look back up at your face and check for facial hair. A lot of trans guys who are pre-T can't grow facial hair unless they've been like shaving for a really long time. And by a really long time, I mean like a few years, because it'll take a while to do that. But here's a secret. Guys don't have peach fuzz. So if you're still sporting the peach fuzz, try shaving it off. And don't get me wrong, I love peach fuzz, and I actually grew out my fuzz for like 7 months. I just shaved yesterday for the first time in a really long time. I support the fuzz, but if you're trying for a more masculine look, shave it off once or twice and see how it makes you feel, see how people react to you. It really did make a huge difference for me when I started shaving mine. And if you just try it out once or twice, it's not going to make like a big difference. You're not going to have to continue shaving for the rest of your life. A couple times won't be that significant. Um, okay, so binding, packing, shaving, um, your voice. Your voice is a huge one, and I have a problem with this because I generally have a pretty high voice. Most female-bodied people, trans or not, have a pretty high voice. Um, so ways that I have tried to get around that, one, I'm taking testosterone, and that will lower my voice. And I think it already has a little bit, but not enough to like where I'm passing 100% of the time. But things that I do, if I'm just meeting a stranger, gosh, so sorry. If I'm just meeting a stranger, I'm only gonna have like a quick, brief conversation with them, like, hey, what's up? How are you? My name's Peter. Like, if that's all it's gonna be, I'll lower my voice. I'll strain it low, and deepen it way below what my actual talking voice is. I'll be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm Peter. How are you? Like, whatever. Like, I'll lower it that low because to them, like, they don't know. They don't know how I talk normally, so they're just gonna assume that's how I actually talk all the time. And if that's it, if that's the conversation, and then we never see each other again, like, I would rather them just assume that I'm masculine presenting than to have them question me. So with strangers, I lower my voice significantly. With friends and family, not so much, because most of them know that I'm transgender and know that I like I'm a masculine presenting male, man, boy, and my voice pitch doesn't affect that, like, doesn't affect what they already know about me, so that's not really a problem. But with strangers, definitely. At restaurants, definitely lower my voice a lot. Clothing is a big issue for lots of trans guys, and I'm a small guy. I'm actually a really small guy, so I can really only speak to that, and because I've never really had a problem finding something big enough for me. I've always had a problem finding something small enough for me. Like this shirt that I'm wearing right now, which you can see is like huge on me. The shoulders are way off. My actual armpits are right here. Like all of this is just like extra like fabric. All of this is extra fabric. Like, and this is a guy's small. Like the neck's too big. The sleeves are huge, even when they're like rolled up. So I have a hard time finding shirts small enough for me. So what I do is I look for extra smalls, which really you can only buy at like Express for Men, which is a little bit outside of my budget. Or sometimes I'll have them at Gap and Old Navy, but you have to really dig for them. But more often than not, I just shop in the boys section, like the little boys section, because a boys large or extra large is perfect for my body size. It's not always the most trendy stuff, you know. I've had my fair share of dinosaur, monster truck shirts, but if it fits, and I'll wear it. I'm more about presenting in my gender identity than trying to be trendy, so I really don't care. So yeah, I buy a lot of little boys shirts. For my pants though, that's a different story. Pants are hard to find. I hate shopping for pants, because one, I have hips, and two, I have a donk. So it's like men's pants are made to fit people who don't have hips and don't have donks. So the fact that I have both of those like already makes this a really difficult situation. And I know that it's really difficult for other trans guys too, because most female-bodied people have hips and a donk. That's biologically how female-bodied people are made a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So there are a few different types, like fits of male pants. One is a relaxed fit, which starts at your hips and just basically drops straight down and is like wide leg the whole time. Another one is the straight fit, which starts at your hips and is a little tighter in the thigh area, and then once it gets about mid-thigh or knee, it drops straight down, like the relaxed fit did. And I usually wear a straight fit. Honestly, the relaxed fit's a little baggy on me. I don't really like the bag, the baggage. But yeah, I usually wear straight fit. There's also like the skinny jean, or also known as the vintage straight fit, which is way more in style, but makes personally my body look a lot more feminine just because of my hips and my ass. So I kind of stay away from that. Yeah, boys shirts basically, and loose fitting hip pants is where I'm at. Other things, walking. Biologically, male-bodied people carry their weight in their hips. That's where their center of gravity, their balance is actually there. And for biologically female-bodied people, their center of balance is in their chest. So the phrase like girls walk with their chest, guys walk with their crotch is actually pretty accurate. And trying to walk with the opposite, like for me, walking with my chest for so many years and then trying to walk with my hips is really awkward, and you think it looks weird, but it actually doesn't. And if you can like change the little like swag that you have, if you can just like move it down, move your swag down, like it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference how you carry yourself. And with that, be confident. Be confident when you walk and when you walk places. Oftentimes I see like, and I used to do this too, but guys will like hunch over, and because you're used to doing this, because before you start binding, like you don't want to emphasize your boobs, so you'll like hunch over and you'll like, you know, do like this, but that's not confident and it's not big. Like guys take up a lot of space, so if you're like making yourself small and hunchy, it's not really a masculine. I wouldn't say it's feminine, but it's definitely not a masculine look. So be confident in how you walk and what you wear. And even if you're like not sure if you're passing, if you're confident about it, people will like leave you alone. Like if you're confident when you go into a guy's bathroom, no one's gonna talk to you. But if you like hunch and like creep around and like go in there, people are gonna be like, dude, you're weird. Like, what are you doing? But if you like walk in there, go straight to the stall and like do your business and get out, like no one's gonna say anything to you. No one's gonna care. So yeah, just be confident. Be confident in what you wear too. Be comfortable in your clothing. Buy things that you think look good on you. Like if you look in the mirror and you say, dang, I look so good, or like, I'm really hot, or like, I like the way this tie looks on me. If you can say that to yourself looking in the mirror, if you can have the confidence and the self-respect to say that to yourself, like that's an automatic demand for everyone else around you to see you the way you see yourself. I don't know if that made sense. It made sense in my head. But if you can respect yourself enough to like wear clothes that you think you look good in, other people will respect you no matter what you're wearing. So yeah, be confident, be comfortable. Carry yourself with a lot of respect. Oh, that went somewhere completely different than what I was hoping it would. Anyways, binding, check. Packing, check. Voice, check. Shaving, clothing, walking, bathrooms, confidence, comfortable. I think that pretty much covers it. If there are any more like specific things that I didn't get to on here, like haircuts or shoe size or I don't know, other things that you have like super specific questions about, feel free to message me on YouTube. Feel free to message me on my blog. My email is on my blog, and I'll put my blog in the info for this video. But yeah, just feel free to send me a message or like let me know whatever you're thinking, and I'll get back to you and respond in whatever way and quickest way I can. Yeah. All right, cool. Check back soon because I'm about to hit my 1 month on T and it's exciting. Yay! All right, y'all have a good one.